Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Friday the 21st, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, way earlier than I needed to, but got up, wife got up and around, headed off to work. I got the dog outside, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got my little soak on, chilled out there with my banana and my bottle of water to kind of get my body loosened up and start the morning in the hot tub like I try and do most mornings. So hung out there for a little bit. The wind is whipping like crazy. My little curtain I have, the clear canvas curtain I had custom made to fit my lanai, is whipping all around like crazy. Even with the boards on the bottom and stuff, it's still just, the wind's just crazy. Like, we got crazy gust and it's super cold. I think it was 41 or some shit here, which is way below Florida freezing at 50. 50 is Florida freezing. There's no reason a number temperatures to ever start anything less than a 7. Like 70, 71 is the coldest it needs to ever get ever anywhere in history. It's ridiculous that we have temperatures low 40s. Like, this is absolute ridiculousness. So it was kind of a miserable cold day. I wasn't really enjoying that too much, but got the dog, played with some. He's super high energy. Normally have other dogs to play with. He's the only dog here right now, so he's a little more pinned up than normal, which I've been playing a lot of fetch with him and stuff, and playing chase with him and wrestling with him and stuff, trying to let him stay wore down the best we can. But he's definitely not as happy as he is here many times where there's other dogs to play with. So, but yeah, I just sat out there and it was cold, like just not happy with it all. But talked about running up and having dinner with my cousin and her family. They're up St. Augustine, which is about an hour, where the restaurant they want to go is like an hour and a half away. And it's a place that Karen also had talked about wanting to go up and check out. And by the time she gets off work, she's got to leave early to get there and eat at any normal time. And that seems kind of crazy. And then also that leaves the dog home by itself for like 4.5 hours. And he's figuring an hour and a half up, say an hour and a half to eat, and an hour and a half back. Seems weird. I also dislike the idea of driving. Like, if I drive, like I say, a 24-hour drive back to Iowa, I feel I need to be in Iowa for at least twice as long. I need to be in that area seeing people for twice as long as I drive there, because I gotta drive back. It needs to equal out. So if I was to drive 3 hours up and back, I need to hang around my cousin for like 3 hours, which my wife can't do because it puts us home way too late, and the dog can't be home that long either. So we had talked about me going up by myself and hanging out with him some today, and then wife just coming on to work, hanging out with the dog, and we had him hot about that. But like I said, it's crazy, ridiculous, cold and kind of miserable. So like, they're still on that little bit of the crazy side from the northerners, so they don't realize how cold this is. They think it's warm compared to their negative 13 or whatever their temperature is. So they're like hanging out at the beach in the pool, and there's no chance in hell I'm anywhere near on water when it's this cold. Like, I'm out. So didn't really make much sense for me to drive 3 hours to spend dinner with them. So kind of gave up on that. Plus I wasn't feeling great. I rarely use antiperspirant. I use deodorant, but I don't use antiperspirant. I'd use some, and it plugs up my sweat ducts, with glands or whatever you call it, in my armpits. And usually it's like one big spot. It hurts. It goes away in a couple days. But I've got like 5 in one arm and 4 in the other, and it's literally, I can use deodorant or antiperspirant for like a week, maybe 10 days before it starts to happen. This one I used it for 3 days, and it plugged up, and it's been 5 days now, and it hurts so bad. Like, it hurts to lift my arm. It hurts, like, it just sucks. So I'm not in the best of moods anyway, because of that. So you add those together, I was like, out of hell with it. And their day was doing what they're doing. Reached out to my cousin. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna skip this whole trip, and I'm not gonna come up to dinner. I wanted to let her, give her a heads up early enough that she didn't have to worry about planning around my schedule. So I had sent her some things she could do. Got a buddy of mine that has a new museum / shop up there, treasure chest, I think it's called. And I'd send her that information and stuff and whatnot. And hopefully I found fun things to do around St. Augustine besides just swimming and that. But I don't know what all they got up to. So I'll see the pictures, they'll post up later. But it is what it is. So I reached out to my wife and said, hey, I'm not going up today, so I'm just gonna stay home. If you want, pick up a pizza on the way home. And there's a pizza place not far from work that we enjoy. So I gave her a couple options of what pizza to pick, and she did. She picked it up right at home. It was the combo pizza minus the olives, and it's really good. So had that. She got back home from work. Well, during that, I thought I was still possibly going up to see my cousin. I ran early in the day, left the dog here. He did fine while I was gone, but he can tell. I looked at the cameras, and he was kind of just always kind of pacing. Like he wants to be around people. He don't want to be left alone for hours. And I think she still puts him in a crate. Like when she goes to work, I think she crates him so he doesn't get into trouble. And I really hate putting dogs in crates. Like some dogs I watch, like they want to go in the crate. Like I got one dog who will literally at night, she'll go and start like scratching at the crate to get the door open to go in, because like she's like, I'm done with all this other energy here. I want to go in my little cave. So I give her that freedom to go in there, and she's like 13 and let her do what she wants to do. So that works out well. But yeah, this dog, last time I remember putting him in the crate was like 2 years ago, and he still didn't like it then. So didn't want to do it to him now, but kind of is what it is. So I got back from the run. She got home with dinner. Everything was great. I did actually jump in the hot tub again because I was just so cold. Even on my run, I was just cold. So I jumped in the hot tub, warmed my body up, and then had our nice little pizza, had a wonderful meal, ended up chilling out, watched a little TV together. I headed back outside the dog to let him run around. And one of the things I did, I had some treats for him, and I was basically chucking treats around the yard. Then he had to hunt for him to kind of challenge his brain, also his nose, to kind of give him a little more exercise. So I had a pocket full of treats, and it was just it was food, but he's very food motivated, so it was healthy stuff. So it's just his food, and I'm chucking it out across the patio and and out into the grass, and he's out searching for it. So when you go over to the north side of the yard, I'd chuck it to the south. When you go to the south, I'd chuck it to the north. And he was just, for like a good hour and a half, he got to look for like, I don't know, a handful of food, and it gave him a great little exercise, and it worked well for him. So he came in, he slept good, which told me it worked. So yeah, headed back in, watched a little bit of Frasier and McBride, chilled out, and wrapped it up and called it a day. So pretty much all we got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.